What I want to do today is show you a pretty cool little app that I built. Super simple. It's a command line app. What it is a AI chatbot, ask me anything idea generator. I think it'll be just easier if I show you. I've been practicing a lot of Duolingo lately. If I do one lesson of Duolingo Spanish per day, how long would it take for me to speak Spanish fluently? Super specific question. We're going to ask OpenAI and let's see what it says. There's no one answer to this question since it varies greatly depending on individual learning styles, motivation, and other factors. However, many language experts estimate that it takes around 2,200 hours of practice to reach fluency in a language. This means that if you dedicated just 5 minutes per day to Duolingo, it would take you approximately 12 years. Interesting. Okay, actually, that sounds reasonable. While this may seem like a long time, keep in mind that even spinning a small, and then it stops there. I'm gonna show you why it stops there and how you can modify the script so that you get a more verbose response. Provide a hot take about React.js. Look at this. React is a great tool for building user interfaces. Its declarative syntax makes it easy to create reusable components, and its VR DOM provides a high-performance way to update the UI. That's not a hot take. I want a hot take. How about this? I'm gonna say provide a controversial tweet about React.js. Oh, okay, here we go. React is nothing but a glorified Vue library. It does nothing that can't be done with vanilla.js. Now that's what I'm talking about. Provide a tweet that is about JavaScript and is guaranteed to get me more followers. This is the best language, hashtag JavaScript. It might. That seems like a tweet that would get a lot of engagement, honestly. Like, if I switch my Twitter feed to hot posts, like the regular algorithm timeline, that's the kind of junk I get in my feed. I'm gonna kill this program. So first thing we wanna do is jump over to OpenAI's website. So we're gonna jump over to the API here. I've already signed up, so if you haven't signed up, sign up. I'm just gonna log in. We'll need to go to the API keys, set up a API key. We wanna set this up as a environment variable. You can see here, I'm just exporting the OpenAI key here. I'm gonna create a directory, YouTube, OpenAI, AMA. Let's jump into that directory. First, I want to set up a Python environment here, and then we will just activate it here. So now we're set up. Now let's set up our dependency. The only dependency we're gonna use here is the OpenAI Python client. We're not gonna worry about the version number. And so now let's install from these requirements. So now we're all set up. So what I'm gonna do is just create our Python file called ama.py. So now we can write the code. We'll import OS, then we will get the OpenAI client. Let's set the API key. So we're just gonna get that from the environment here. And remember, we called it OpenAI API key. So our program is going to be a infinite loop. It's going to read input from the user. We're going to say completions, and we are going to use OpenAI.completion and create. And we are going to just pass in that prompt. We need to figure out what model we're going to use. So back to the documentation, go over here to the models, and we're going to use the GPT-3 models. DaVinci is the most capable model, so we want the best of the best. So we are going to use Text DaVinci 2. Last thing, max tokens. Remember how sometimes the text would get cut off midway? This parameter here is why that got cut off. What exactly are these tokens? Tokens can be words or just chunks of character. For example, the word hamburger gets broken up into tokens, ham, bur, and gur. while a short and common word like pair is a single token. This max tokens parameter just kind of gives you a way to pump the brakes on it and say like, yeah, you know what? I just want this to be 100. Let's see what that looks like. So we're gonna print that completions. Let me jump back over to the shell here and let's ask it a question. Here is the response. You can see we get this choices array here. In particular, we're interested in this text field. We could see here that it came back with the fastest growing city in North Carolina is Wilmington. So I guess people like to be on the beach. We're gonna pull up that choices array, grab that first element, and just get the text off of that. And now we're done. In about 10 lines of code, we can create a program that's kind of interesting. That's how you build this chatbot, ask me anything, idea generator thing. Hope you found it useful. If you're new here, like and subscribe. Let's get to 25 subscribers.